Hello, Rock Kids. I hope you are well and are ready to have a Merry Christmas and are having a great season. Encourage you, less is more, just like leading small groups. Get some good conversations in. I'm going to walk you through your lesson for this Sunday, hopefully in 5 minutes, and you can just listen to this while you're driving. So here we go. We're starting to spread the good news. And our bottom line is sharing the good news with others. And we have one second grader named Olivia who shared the good news with a lot of her classmates. They got in her car to soccer practice, the carpool, and she said, "Do you know Jesus?" Well, John 3:16 says, "God loved the world so much that he gave his one and only Son, that whoever believes in him will not die, but live with him forever." And they started going to church. And it's amazing the power that our kids have when they share their love for Jesus with others. And we can do that too. So when kids walk in, ask them, hey, what's the most awesome surprise, present, or party you've ever been a part of? How was it? How did it feel? Was it hard to keep the surprise? Did you feel tempted to tell? What happened after the surprise? So get them talking about who knew what when with the surprise, and then play a hiding game where one kid goes out of the room, the group hides one ornament, and they yell hot or cold for the kid to help them find that ornament. And then we have another game that's all wrapped up with care. We'll give pairs of kids from each grade wrapping paper. One will wrap the other in the minute to win it 1 minute timer. And if they use it all up, then it's the person who's best wrapped or the person that got the most wrapping paper on them, either one. That's social. Moving into story, we'll hear the good news, and then we will, sorry, this is instrumental, and now I have someone coming in. Alexa off. Hi, Mom. Say hi to everyone.
Hi. That is not dressed.
Okay.
We're not talking about real dressing, though. It's nothing risque. Just saddle.
That's my mom. That pretty much sums her up in a nutshell. So I know you'll watch this video. If you comment on that, please do. So we're going to present the good news in small group with the gospel bracelet. I suggest doing this first and hold up one bead at a time. Printed in your lesson will be beads and what to say for each one. Okay? So you'll pick one up. I'll give you one demonstration. The yellow bead reminds us that of heaven, the most wonderful place, and it's God's home. And the streets there are paved with gold, and it reminds us God is perfect. It reminds us of heaven. So you would pass out that yellow bead, and on their knotted string, each kid would put on one bead. And then you would hold up the next bead. The dark bead reminds us of sin. So pass that out and put it on there. I encourage you to read the scriptures that go with each bead. Older kids can read them for you. If you want to take time for older kids, you could even break out all of our matching Bibles and go to those pages. And I encourage you to save time, though, by post-it marking the pages first. And then we have a big live board game where we put construction paper going towards a manger scene to see Jesus, how the whole game revolves around Jesus. And then we go out from there. Divide your group into 4 different teams. They roll 2 dice and they get to move those spaces on the board game. When they land on a square, they pick up the piece of paper on the square and they read that out, or your leader reads that out for them. And then you'll reinforce the bottom line after you play the game. You might think everyone knows this whole story. Many people have kind of tuned it out over the years. But that's why it's so important to share the good news about Jesus. The more we make Christmas season about God's rescue plan through Jesus, the more meaningful and exciting Christmas becomes. Bottom line, share the good news about Jesus this Christmas. Let kids respond to that action. Do you guys feel comfortable sharing the good news about Jesus? Let's talk about it. We can tell the Christmas story to our little brothers and sisters, cousins. We can talk with relatives about what Christmas really means and tell them what the good news about Jesus means to us. All right. Last one is streamer catch and release. They'll have one of those big rolls of streamer crepe paper, and you arrange the kids standing in a circle. You hand one of the kids the roll of streamers. That kid holds the end of the roll and tosses the rest of the roll to a kid across him. That kid catches, the other kid catches the roll, grabs onto the paper with one hand, and tosses the roll to someone else. When everyone's caught and tossed the streamers, see if the group can sit down without letting go of their piece of the streamer. So now we're all connected by the streamer. This is what you say. It's made a giant web in our small circle. Just like when we share the good news about Jesus, we can become part of something bigger than ourselves. Did you know that a group of people who heard the good news and shared the good news is called? It's called the church. Let the kids think about, what is that called? A group of people that have heard the good news. The church doesn't just mean the people we see here every week or the building we meet in. The church is made up of all the people all over the world and throughout time who heard the good news of Jesus, received it, and passed it on. Make it personal. Tell a time of a person who led you to faith in Jesus, and if you can, about the person that led you to faith, and then who you passed it on to. Okay? That's it. Pray with the kids at the end. Encourage kids to write the name of someone. Tear off a piece of crepe paper and grab a marker and write the name of someone they want to share Jesus with, and encourage them to share that with their family at pickup. Grab those parents, invite them over during your prayer time. Say, parents, come on over, stand behind your kids, and kids, show your parents who they want to share Jesus with. Okay? God bless you, rock kids. As I was reading through the Gospel of Luke today, chapter 6, verse 45, talks about a good heart and good things flowing out of treasured up in a good heart. Jesus Christ came as God becoming flesh. So his heart took on flesh, right? And he says that he will replace a heart of stone in us and give us a heart of flesh. So let that heart of Jesus that is within you, that is transformed, overflow. Okay? God bless you. Take care.